Sort of like an early Christmas present when you open up the overnight sheet on a Sunday at this time, and you get the $4 million mayor coming to pay us a visit. And that, of course, is Be a Magician, who highlights our Sunday trotting feature. And, of course, the Be a Magician shows up. And a gentleman to my left, Brian Sears, shows up. First of all, happy holiday to you and yours.
Thank you. You too.
Appreciate that. We saw her come back here to win the invite on International Trot Day. Made a handful of starts then. It's like she hasn't missed a beat.
No, I was really pleased with her last two starts. She's raced really tough, and I was really happy with her. Even though she finished second both starts, I was really pleased with the way she raced.
Now, because she had the I guess, unscheduled hiatus during the season when she got hurt, is it the plan to keep her going more through the winter, or what is her immediate schedule? Do you know?
I don't know exactly what her schedule is, but I know with the chance to come over here and race for 56,000, I think it is. It's hard to pass up, and we're just glad that she's able to race in it.
Yeah, you look at this race, and sometimes you well know sometimes the opens come up rather mundane. It's not necessarily the case. 8-hole, 10-horse field is one thing, but you have some classy horses. Centurion ATM is a very nice trotter. You have the horse who's done very good work here, Hemi Sealster. So they're not just going to hand her the check Sunday.
No doubt. Hemi Sealster went a very good mile, very tough mile last week, and it is a full competitive field, 10-horse field, but we got good gate speed, and she gets around the track super. So hopefully we get a good spot early and see what happens.
Okay. As you look back at her, and I know we've talked about her superlatives a number of times, $4 million plus. Has she shown anything to suggest that she's lost even a half a step at all? Because to us laymen, it doesn't look like it at all.
You know, she's just a really gifted trotter. She has a great, very efficient gait, and she doesn't really track size doesn't bother her at all. She trots the turns just as well as the straightaways. So she gets over the ground real easy, and they take great care of her. So I think that's part of the deal.
Let me look at as much as we love talking about Be a Magician. Let's talk about others who. I'm not sure it's sacrilege to mention them in the same breath, but let's talk about what you have the second race coming off a break. Ecstatic had over from post 4. The ability seems to be there. What happened last time around?
You know, I was a little surprised myself. I was looking forward to racing the horse back in a 1.25 miles. Doesn't have the most gifted gait, but just seems to really be able to keep going. The 1.25 miles seems to suit her very well, and I was really disappointed when the horse made a break 2 weeks ago. But I'm looking forward to rebounding. It seems like the horse closed up really good in a 1.25 miles, and I hope it's able to do the same again this week.
Does that enter into your mind at all, knowing you have one coming off a break in the previous start?
Yeah, you don't want to have to qualify the horse and lose a week that way. So probably the first objective would be stay trotting. But it might have been a fluke because the horse seemed to be very solid for the most part.
Okay, and one that comes off a break that we can't blame driver error for in this regard. Renee Allard brings us one over from Poconos. Smoother ride. I believe this is the first time you will drive the gentleman. And again, one coming off a break, but it's kind of an out-of-town break. Is that any different for you going into one you don't know a whole lot about?
Yeah, I know this horse a little bit, raced it here maybe once or twice early in the meet, but coming off a break at Poconos is not a great sign because you got a 5/8 track with a great surface. So we'll probably be a little cautious. Doesn't have the most gate speed early, but look to stay trotting and pick him up at the end.
Okay, Brian Sears, Busy Man Sunday. It's a pleasure to see Be a Magician back here. Thank you, sir. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
We're coming back.